In this video, we will cover the next mechanism that is known as assembler directives. Assembler directives are nothing but the instruct the assembler to perform certain actions during the assembly of a program, and they are not executable instructions, means they are supporting instructions, they are not directly executed by the machines. These instructions are not provided by machines but are provided by the assembler. So we will see some basic assembler directives, and then we will see some advanced assembler directives. First assembler directive, that is nothing but the start statement. What does actually this start statement performs? This start directive indicates that the first word of the target program generated by the assembler should be placed in the memory word with address mentioned in operand to field. So, first of all, we will take its syntax, then you will get the detailed idea. What is the syntax? You have to write the statement like start, and then in front of that you have to write one constant. What does this actually indicates? This actually indicates us that the value written after this start statement will be the actual address from which your memory words will be stored. Means here the start statement giving us the actual idea of the starting point of your memory address. For example, if you will write like start and write a value like 500, then first word of the target program is stored from the memory location 500 onwards. For example, if we will write like start 600, then the first word of the target program is stored from the location 600 onwards. So this start statement is nothing but giving us the detailed knowledge about from where we have to start, or we have to start storing our memory locations. Next statement is nothing but the end statement. What does this statement means? This end directive indicates the end of the source program. Means like we write the start and stop in the algorithm or flowchart. Likewise, we have to write the start and end in the assembly language program. So how it will be written? We have to simply write the end, and then in front of it we have to write the operand 2. What does this operand 2 tells us that? The operand indicates the address of the instruction where the execution of the program should begin. By default, it is the first instruction of the program. Means, for example, this gives us the idea about from where we have to start after this program completion. Means, for example, we will write like end, and then we will write like begin. Then this execution control should transfer to the label begin in the target program. Means after this instruction from where we have to start, it will be listed by this end directive. And for example, if we write only end and not specify any operand, then the execution control should transfer to the first instruction of the target program. Means by default it will be started next from the target program's first instruction. But when we will specify the operand, then the value of the operand will be the next starting point after this end statement or end directive. Now these are the two basic assembler directives. We will see some advanced assembler directives one by one, that are advanced assembler directives. First is nothing but the origin. First is nothing but the origin statement. What does this statement tells us? This directive is like the start instruction, but there are some differences between the origin and start. Firstly, we will write its syntax. Then we will get the clear idea. What does its syntax tells us? It is nothing but the origin, and then you have to mention the operand 2. What does this operand 2 indicates? This origin is same like that of the start instruction, but its operand may constant or symbol or the symbolic representation. Means this operand too, it can be a constant, symbol or a symbolic representation which indicates address of the next execution instruction or the data. Means in the start we have written like start and for example 500. This gives us the idea about from where you have to start storing the memory locations, and from the origin you will get the idea about from where next you have to start your next instructions, not the actual storing location. For example, you have listed like origin 100 and listed the instructions like add a register and Z. As we all know that this is the memory register and this is the value storing externally. So what does this add gives us? This address of add is addition of address, means this address of add is nothing but the 100 in the target program. Suppose we will take one example like origin, then loop plus 1, and we will list like add, then a register and q. What does this code indicates us? The address of add is nothing but the address addition of address of loop from symbol table and 1 in the target program. From where this origin started? From the loop plus 1. Means you have to add. What does this a register gives us? It gives us the location where the loop value plus 1 from the target instructions or the target program. This addition will be stored in this a register after the calculation. So this is the basic difference between start and origin. Coming to the next statement, that is the EQU statement. What is the next statement? That is the EQU. This directive simply associates the name, means its symbol with the operand, means it does the functions like equal to mechanism. How does this actually performs? The syntax is nothing but it is the first symbol, then you have to write EQU, then you have to write the operand. Okay, operand 2 means the operand may be constant, symbol or the symbolic expression. For example, symbol is A, EQU is B. What does this indicate? The address of B is assigned to A in a symbol table. Means this address is assigned to A, means equal to A. Okay, this is copied into A. For example, X EQU B plus 2. What does this actually performs? It performs the addition of address B and 2, means addition of the address B plus 2, and this is totally saved in the X in the symbol table. So this is all about the equal to or equate statement. Now next